welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming my new makeup releases, episode 34. So if you guys are interested in chatting about all the new makeup launches that have been announced this week, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Now, if you are new here, I just want to let you guys know that every Monday I sit down and film this video. It's so fun because I love new makeup. I mean, I like the makeup I already have, but it's so fun to sit and talk about new makeup releases. I feel like it's gonna be like full steam ahead from now till the Christmas season. So yeah, hold on to your horses. Hold on to your purses, hold on to your wallets and those credit cards, because I just feel like it's just gonna be wild this holiday season. Like, I feel like if September, like if back to school is this wild, the rest of the year, like it's gonna be bananas. So anyway, I just wanna let you guys know, stay tuned, it's so fun. Tag me in any Instagram posts that you see that you want me to talk about new makeup. And thank you to you guys for tagging me because I got some tags this week and I'm ready. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that my giveaway from last week is closed. And thank you guys for entering. I just need to go ahead and get the packages ready. I think I might do more than one winner. We'll see. I kind of want to make a few boxes and then contact people. So I just need to get my shit together. So this is just a general announcement to be patient with me. But I will get at least one winner, but I think I want to do like 2 or 3. We'll see. We have to see how much makeup I have and what kind of like goodies I want to give away. So just want to make that announcement. And now let's dive into the new releases. Okay, so some of this I do have with me, but I might have not bought down here with me, so I will just throw up pictures, but let me go ahead and move on over to the side so we have plenty of room to display the gorgeous makeup that launched this week. Okay, let's start off with this new Besame collection. So this is the Besame Cosmetics and Disney Villains collection. I feel like we have a better look at it now. There was like one press photo that we saw last week, but now we can actually see the collection. So there's 3 lipsticks, $30 each, nail polish, $20 each, and then we have the Queen Shadow Book, which is $115. The Maleficent ring inside solid black rose perfume, which is $129. Ursula Middle Compact, and that one is refillable with Besame's refillable powder, which is $225. All items are available now. So I definitely was curious about this collection. It definitely had like that evil villain vibe to it with the shades and stuff like that. So I was definitely curious. But I've never tried anything from Besame, and I definitely don't have $115 to drop on an eyeshadow palette right now. So I'm gonna wait. I know somebody that bought this palette, so I'm gonna be watching their video. Next we have from Zizi Cosmetics. They launched a Alice in Wonderland collection, and this is the Dreamland eyeshadow palette, the refreshing silky powder, and the hydrating color correcting primer. So this collection, the packaging looks pretty. I will say I wish they had done the compact, like the powder packaging for the eyeshadow palettes. The eyeshadow palettes have like a clear top, which I'm not jazzed about. I'm obviously comparing this to the one from Sigma, and I think both of these are beautiful in their own way. I don't love the color stories of the 2 eyeshadow palettes, but the embossing, the detail is gorgeous, which I feel like we already know Zizi is kind of known for. So it's beautiful, but I'm not buying this. Next we have the reveal of the collaboration between Shayla and Dose of Colors. So I had seen the sneak peek of her like flashing an eyeshadow palette and it said wifey on it. I was like, oh, I feel like, you know, if it's a like wedding palette, it's not gonna be like my speed for the most part. So it is a beautiful neutral palette, and I can see people that are doing like wedding makeup, or if you're doing your own makeup for your wedding, I can see people like maybe picking this collection up. And listen, I feel like there needs to be more collaborations with women of color, people of color, just in general in the makeup industry. I feel like there needs to be more of it. So I'm very, very happy. I feel like she is like in her moment because she just had that brush set with Sigma and now we have Dose of Color. So I'm very, very excited for Makeup Shayla. Is this something I need? Absolutely not. So I'm going to be passing on it, but I think it is very beautiful and I've had really good luck with Dose of Colors as far as formula and stuff goes. So very pretty. Next, I think this is by far the biggest curveball of 2022, in my opinion, is this new palette from Urban Decay. So this is Urban Decay and Robin Ellisberg Naked Palette collab with a bold and hyper creative artist that has a very unique style. How fun. The palette is based off their works, mattes and metallics, and it's limited edition. I think I saw that this is available in Europe and is coming to the US soon. So if somebody in Europe has this and they made a video, I definitely want to see it. I think this palette is beautiful. I'm nervous for the formula because I feel like Urban Decay used to have like an amazing eyeshadow formula, and in the recent palettes I've tried, I haven't felt that. Like the greens palette was just okay. I passed on the She-Hulk. I passed on like the Avengers. I think I actually bought that one, but then I ended up decluttering it just because I wasn't really into it and I bought it because it was on sale. So I haven't had a great track record with Urban Decay recently, but I honestly want to buy this palette to kind of give them a thumbs up for actually going in a direction that's different and actually kind of tying everything together really well, which I feel like maybe the collaborator probably deserves some props for that. But I think this is cute. I love the 4 blues towards the end of the palette, and I think there's some beautiful neutrals, but then there's that gorgeous like red shade. So it looks interesting to me. I know some people were leaving feedback saying like, how is this a naked palette? And I totally get it. But you know what? That's just like a small thing compared to a lot of the other disasters that Urban Decay has launched recently. Like, do we want to talk about how the She-Hulk palette only had like 2 green shades, or are we just going to sweep that under the rug? So I feel like since this is a collaboration, since it's, you know, something new, I'm like totally here for it and I'm ready to support. So I think that palette's gonna get my money. What do you guys think? Are you interested in it? Let me know, because it really helps me out figuring out like what to buy for my channel. I just want to buy like things that I love, but also things that you guys want to see. And I'm actually on a bit of a budget right now because AdSense has been low, and you guys know I don't work outside the home. So I'm like trying to juggle everything and be like, okay, I can't spend like all of my money on buying makeup, but also, I mean, you know, I gotta be careful. So anyway, that's that on that. Next, we have a sneak peek from Gourmand Girls, and I believe Doodles by the Bunny did the packaging for this. I'm not 100% sure, but it does say Gourmand Girls X Doodles by the Bunny, and this is the Spook palette. And so the owner of Gourmand Girls is actually super, super sweet. She did reach out to me and said that she was going to be sending me this palette, so I can't wait, because honestly, I feel like spooky palettes are so what I'm into right now. I just love dark, colorful matte shadows, and I feel like this palette's going to have some beautiful shades in it, so I'm very excited to get my hands on this. I will definitely keep you guys updated once we see the inside of this palette, and I do have a code with Gourmand Girls. It's just KHMAKEUP, and you guys, I try. Sometimes I don't always get to it, but in almost all of the videos that I do, the new makeup releases, I will link and list and put my discount codes for everything in a pinned comment. So feel free to check that out because it is a freaking lot of work. Anyway, let's keep going here. Okay, so we have a palette from Beauty Bay, and I forgot to talk about this last week, but this is a new Bronze Blush Go face palettes, and it's basically big face palettes. They did 2 color options from what I can tell. There is like a dark version and a light version, and these are $12 each. Now, I love Beauty Bay's eyeshadow formula, and I would definitely consider picking one of these up if I was placing a Beauty Bay order, but I'm definitely not going to place a Beauty Bay order just to buy a cheek palette, so I'm going to pass on that. But if you're looking for affordable face palettes. I have tried their single blushes and bronzers and stuff, and they're pretty good. And the price is right, especially if you're in Europe, you might want to check those out. Now this is a palette, let me tell you, Colored Raine, like I'm so proud of them because I felt like they had a couple of hits and then we didn't hear from them for a while and I was like a little bit worried. I'm like, listen, like, are you okay? What's going on? Like, I love your eyeshadow formula. The Juicy Boost came and went and that was like such a disaster. And so I'm like really loving seeing them coming back, and they launched this beautiful Thunder Press Pigment Palette, $25. That's a great price. It's a basically blue cool tone palette. 12 shades, consist of buttery smooth foils and mattes, available now, and this is vegan and cruelty free. So Colored Raine actually was so kind and they sent me their last palette collection they did. I think it was the Safari, I can't remember, but it was a beautiful like green like tone palette and some beautiful lippies. I love their lippies, by the way, if you're ever in need for some gorgeous lippies. So really beautiful collection that they sent me, and this one looks gorgeous, honestly. Again, if I wasn't trying really hard to kind of stay on a budget, I'd probably buy this palette, but right now I just can't. I just bought the Natasha Denona collection and I bought the entire thing. It was like $170 something. So yeah, I basically can't spend any more money until I make some more money at this moment in time. So I'm just gonna admire it from afar and tell you guys that I think it's so pretty, and if I had the money, I'd probably buy it, but I don't at this moment. Next, we have the Sigma Beauty and Disney Alice in Wonderland. So this is already available. It launched last week. If you guys haven't picked it up yet, I think it's definitely up there for my favorite Sigma palettes. I want to do more looks with it, and I meant to do more looks with it during the week, just even on like Instagram or TikTok or something. And I do have a nanny that comes to my house twice a week to watch my daughter so I can film, but she wasn't feeling well, so I didn't actually have any extra time to film last week. So hopefully I can do something with it still, but I just wasn't feeling motivated to film with it. But it's a gorgeous palette, the whole collection. I will say my standouts are the eyeshadow palette and the brush set. And again, I do have a code and an affiliate link with Sigma if you wanted to use that. I really appreciate it. Okay, here's another product that is tempting me. So Haus Labs launched their foundation and their powder. I actually got to see this in store. My store doesn't have the Haus Labs display up yet, but they had the foundations out there, and I matched myself to like 340 cool medium or medium cool, I don't know. But that looked like it was gonna be my shade, so I thought about buying it. I would have bought it. Again, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I have a budget this month and I like cannot spend any more right now. I just cannot, because I don't want to be so poor that there's like $0 in my makeup spending account. Listen, I'm being like really honest and candid right now, and I don't want you guys to shame me. Okay, so anyway, the foundation looks beautiful, and a lot of you said that it's one of those foundations, like somebody told me arnica or something in the foundation is gonna make my skin look amazing, and that's why they bought the foundation. And listen, you don't need to sell me the foundation. I want it, but I have some foundations I love, so I thought I could wait. And maybe I'll get it during the Sephora sale, you know, maybe I'll be able to do that. So we'll see. Now here's a palette that, again, I need to save money because I need this palette. So I have a friend, they're on YouTube and they've been testing this palette out, and they told me that I need this palette because it's good. So I am going to try and make sure that I pick this up. So this is the Bella Beauty Bar Strange and Unusual palette inspired by Beetlejuice. It's got mattes, it's got duochromes, it's got multichromes, shimmers and shimmer mattes, and it just has the most beautiful color story. I do worry that like that bright green shade called Recently Deceased might not be as vibrant on my skin tone, but I do have that white base, so I have a feeling I can make this work. It just looks gorgeous, so I definitely have my eye on that palette, and that is launching on September 20th. So I need to make sure that I have an alarm set for that. Okay, next we have from MAC. They have the new MAC Maker lipstick. So there's 9 new shades and they collab with 9 influencers, I'm guessing. And you know, these are cool. That packaging reminds me of a collection they did in the past. I can't remember what that collection was called, but they have a nice variety of diverse creators, which I think is awesome. These colors are not really for me. They're definitely more pinky red shades, but if you're interested, those are available. Next we have from Milani Cosmetics. They dropped their Halloween collection, and this is the Days of a Disco collection. I will say I was a bit surprised when they said this was their Halloween collection, because they did like a way spookier collection. Was it 2 years ago? I still remember it was like a really cute like 9-pan palette and they did 2 of them. So I'm a little bit surprised because this is just like a lot more tame. But yeah, it's interesting. It's like a cool tone purpley palette. Milani in general makes nice makeup, but this one's an easy pass for me. Next I have this palette. I've already posted swatches on my Instagram reels, so highly recommend checking it out. But it is the SugarDrizzle, the Matte Press Pigment Palette, 20-pan all matte palette, and a purple lover's dream. I need to test this out. I'm going to be testing it out sometime this week when my nanny's here because I want to do a look with this palette. But I will say I swatched it. The mattes were so creamy, so pigmented, so I'm very excited. I saw the sneak peek of this palette, and I know the owner of SugarDrizzle told me it was going to be an all matte palette, and I was like, what kind of all matte palette is SugarDrizzle going to do? I feel like when we think of all matte palettes, it's either an all matte rainbow palette or it's like an all matte neutral palette. So I was like, like, what could it be? What could it be? And then I saw this. My first instinct was like, oh my gosh, there's like so many of the same shades. But honestly, like if somebody made an all green matte palette, like, cause I'm a green lover, I would see the nuances and the differences in each of those shades. So if this is like her favorite color, like I think it totally makes sense that she did a palette like this. I love that it's different. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. Honestly, I think that they took a risk and the risk paid off, and it's not going to be for everyone, but I think it's really stunning. So very, very excited for that to launch. I think that's launching on the 17th, and I do have a SugarDrizzle code. So if you use the code KHMAKEUP, you will save money on their website. Next, we have from Tula. They're collaborating with Magnolia Bakery for a banana pudding cleansing body exfoliator. That actually sounds really delicious. So it's a limited edition 2-in-1 cleanser and body polish made in collaboration with New York City's iconic Magnolia Bakery. In-shower body exfoliation and the mouth-watering scent of the bake shop's famous banana pudding deeply cleanses and buffs away dull skin with lemon peel and banana. Has blends of 3 AHAs. I kind of want that. Oh my gosh, that sounds yummy, and I'm hungry, so I definitely need to go take a peek at that. You see why I have to like cling on to the fact that I need to stick to my budget, because random things will distract me. Okay, so we have a new gloss bomb. This is the Gloss Bomb Ice. It is the lip luminizer with an immediate cooling effect, juicy wet look, finish, minty scent in introductory shade Cold Hearted. This is really cute. I just don't need it because I just need to not buy lip products right now. So it's going to be a pass for me, but I like the idea of it. I will say that. And Fenty does make some solid glosses. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is this look I have on. It is the new Natasha Denona My Dream collection. So I should have this video up already. If I don't, it's coming soon. It'll be my next video. Otherwise, I'm hoping to get this posted on Sunday, which is the day I'm filming my new makeup releases. A Monday video, I always try to film it a day in advance so I have time to like edit it and stuff. But yeah, this palette, 10 out of 10. I love it so much. The face palette's really nice too. I will say the lip color, not my favorite, but if you guys are curious about seeing swatches and stuff like that on my skin tone, highly recommend checking out my video. I will link it down below for you guys. So that's that. And then the other palette actually is the Ace Beaute palette. I talked about this in last week's video and I wasn't planning on buying it, but I am an Ace Beaute affiliate, so I thought let me grab it, and it wasn't overly expensive. So I thought like it could be like the perfect like neutrally but also like a light pop of color kind of palette. I will say this is last Friday's video, so if you want to check it out, go ahead and do so. It is an interesting video. I think you guys should watch it and make up your mind about this palette. I know it's out of stock right now, so you can't get it anyway, but if you've been eyeing it, I would highly recommend watching my video so you can decide if you want it or not. Okay, so I got tagged in a few indie brands palettes. So Pink Crush Cosmetics is launching their Our Witch eyeshadow palette. So this is a restock. I don't know enough about this brand to know if this was something they used to have, but it is a beautiful palette and it'll be restocking, I'm guessing today at noon. So the day I'm filming this is Sunday. So it's probably already sold out. So sorry about that, but there's the palette. Then we have from the brand Pink Crush Cosmetics as well. This is the Origins Unknown palette. Not sure if this is a new palette for them for like the spooky season, but it looks beautiful. I have tried one of their eyeshadow palettes. I don't love it. It's all right, but I don't love it, and so I'm not going to be buying any more palettes from them anytime soon unless I hear something different about the formula. Next we have from Notoriously Morbid. This is a beautiful palette. It is, I think, sold out. It's called the Rushed Essence palette. So it's 9 shades for $24.99. That's an awesome price. I love this color story. It looks gorgeous. And I kind of wish I had picked it up, but I went on the Notoriously Morbid website and I could not figure out where to actually buy the palette. So I decided to just forget about it. And then we have from Simply Posh Cosmetics. They're launching a new palette. I don't know when, but I'm so here for it. It is a jewel tone palette and it's called Genuine Gems. So I can't wait to see it because their other palette got so much hype and it sounds like a lot of people really enjoy their stuff. So I'm definitely going to grab their next palette. Then we have this sneak peek from Chic Profile Official. I believe it's like Chanel blushes. They did do a beautiful eyeshadow quad, like a tweed quad. The packaging was so cool, but I'm like, I'm not buying those. I don't care. But these blushes though, I might get one. I might get one because that packaging, I don't know if that's the outer packaging or what the pans are going to look like, but I am very, very curious about it. Okay, let's talk about the one size Fantasia, like the Disney Fantasia palette collection, the whole thing. So I was curious because I was like, maybe Patrick Star will put like a really cool spin on this collection. Like, how cool. But honestly, it's just not for me. I can see this doing so well with Disney fans. It's beautiful, it's neutral, the blushes look amazing, the highlighter looks beautiful. Like, if I was like a Disney stan, I could totally see myself buying this. I love the Mickey puff. Like, hello, details are everything. I just don't love the colors, really. And if I didn't have any eyeshadow, like if this was like my first purchase at Sephora, I could totally see myself going for this. But since it's not, it's going to be a pass for me, but very, very cool. Then, of course, as always, we have the queen of sneak peeks. Unearthly Cosmetics is sneak peeking this palette. I'm not even sure when I bookmarked this, but I swear she's so sneaky, so I try to like bookmark things when I see them. This looks like it might be a Halloween palette, and I am here for it. And then I found this one too. There's 2 of them, so yeah, looks like Unearthly is going to be very, very busy in the upcoming months. So those are some of the indie launches that I had bookmarked in my save folder to talk about. And then I want to remember to talk about Nomad because I saw a story on their post saying they're going to start sneak peeking their new palette. So let's see if they have or not. I'm curious to see. Ooh, okay, spooky season is here. So these are showing off looks from their Haunted Europe palette, which by the way is on sale. It's 25% off, with the code HAUNTED25. And then I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics as well. It's KHMAKEUP if you wanted to use it. But I swear there was a story saying that they're going to start sneak peeking. I sent it to some of my friends because we're all really excited to see what they're doing. So just take my word for it, okay? It was there, I promise. Okay, let's talk about this. This is the Fenty 5th Anniversary Celebration Collector Piece. Only 100 available. Fenty Iconic The Case Refillable Lipstick 5th Anniversary Edition. Swarovski Crystal Case dripped in 975 hand-applied gems. Each gem has been hand-applied so that each case is truly one of a kind. $500. I think it's worth it. Honestly, if I sat down and stuck 975 gems on a lipstick, you best believe I'm charging top dollar. So congratulations to the person that had the patience to do that. It's a pass for me, but I think that's super, super cool. Next we have from HipDot. They're collaborating with Mighty Neen. Sorry. I believe this is a video game. It's got the most beautiful packaging and like the detail is out of this world. I mean, it's not very HipDot. Like, listen, HipDot makes some beautiful stuff, but I've never seen them put this much detail into it. The palette's really beautiful. It's like purpley, silvery, very, very pretty. It's a pass for me, but I'm guessing it's going to be one of their collections that does really, really well. Oh, and another reason I'm on a budget is because Hourglass launched their holiday palettes. Listen, this was a FOMO buy and I low-key regret it. So I bought this palette and then my friends said they weren't gonna buy the palette, and then I like did some like reflection and I was like, wow, Karen, you're kind of a dummy because you don't really use the Hourglass palettes you have. So why are you buying another palette? Although I will say I love my Hourglass like single products because like I love their powder bronzer and stuff like that. I'm really hoping I'll get this palette and be like completely blown away because this is the first time they've done options. So we have like 3 options. There's like, to me, a medium, a dark, and a light. So I went with the tiger one, and whatever came with the tiger one, I didn't even realize that you could customize it when I bought it. Like I bought it without thinking too hard about it. So I've made peace with it because the money's already spent, but I think I should have taken more time to like really consider if this is something I needed. Could I have put the money somewhere else? So yeah, I've basically spent like almost $300 on 2 collections, like the Hourglass palette and the Natasha Denona palette this month. So I really need to stop. So that's where I'm at with that. Okay, we finally got to see the Kylie and Kris Jenner round 2. This collection is very odd. I don't know. It's very like, I know Kylie does like kooky stuff, but this is like very different. This palette has so much like unused, wasted space. It's tragic. I'm a little bit bummed because I feel like the Kardashians look like very organized people and this is just very chaotic looking, and I don't know. Is like Kris Jenner actually using this? It's the never-ending debate about the Kardashians. Anyway, it's not good. If you like olive tones, I would say go with like the Juicy Olive palette from Give Me Glow. Any of the Melt palettes, like the Gemini palette, is a way better olive palette. So yeah, it's an easy pass for me. Okay, we also have this sneak peek of the Givenchy holiday collection. So we've got the Prism Libre loose powder and 2 lipsticks. It's very interesting. It's very like metal and puffy, and I know the puffy trend's really in for bags and stuff, so you know, it's there. It's not really for me, but I wanted to show it. That is it for new makeup releases episode 34. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know, what makeup item are you interested in this week? I also have my eye on the Bella Beaute Bar palette, the Strange and Unusual, and the Danessa Myricks palette. I really want that. I'm really hoping it comes to Sephora because I do have a $100 reward and I might use it on that. So let me know what you want to see on my channel this week. You guys know I love chatting to you in the comments, and I will see you in a new video tomorrow. Bye guys.